How do you record a video call for a podcast? Oh, this is happening more and more often. Ever since COVID hit, everybody's going to group meetings and stuff like that. It's very similar to a group meeting, but there are some things to be aware of, both in the setup and in the editing. And we're going to go over all of that next. So stick around and watch this all the way to the end for two reasons. Number one, we're going to go over two different techniques that you can use when it comes to recording a video call for a podcast. And then we're going to take it a step further and talk a little bit about the magic that can happen in the editing process. You don't want to miss that. And at the very end, I've got a special gift for you that should help you through all of this entire process with the audio processing. So let's get started. I'm Nic Natarella with AdWise Creative. Been doing audio post-production and recording and voiceover work and video work for up to 25 years now. This has been a lot of fun. And one of the things that really took off was the podcast world as soon as COVID hit. Then it kind of died off as people started going back to work, but now people are getting the bug again. And a lot of folks who started a podcast during COVID have decided to come back and say, you know what, I missed that. That was kind of fun. That one episode I did was really good. I had a lot of fun doing it, or maybe 2 or 5 or something like that. They got a few hits on the board, but they kind of dropped it by the wayside. Well, now it's starting to bounce back, and things are really starting to happen in the podcasting world. And a lot of people are having multiple guests, and they're having to record these video calls. So this is what I'm picturing. So when you ask the question, how to record a video call for a podcast, I'm picturing multiple people calling in and maybe having some kind of a round robin or panel discussion. All right? So if that's what you're looking for, stick around. That's what we're diving into today, right now. A couple programs right off the top of my head I know do this, and I'm sure there are many, many more. The first method that you can cover is, say, just using the software that does the video call. For example, Zoom. Or you could do Riverside.fm. Riverside.fm is a podcasting platform. It's not a program that you can just go in, use the recording, and then you're done. But chances are you're going to be hosting your podcast at Riverside.fm. The software lets everybody call in, you do your round robin interview, you do your panel discussion, and everybody has a separate audio track, and everything is done the way you need it done. Everybody's in the panel view, the gallery view or something like that, and then you've got separate audio tracks. Zoom does that as well, but it's a separate setting. Zoom assumes that you're just going to be using it for meetings. Well, meetings don't necessarily need separate audio tracks. The option is there, you just have to know where it is and turn it on. Go to settings, go to recording. I always go to audio. For some reason, I always go to audio, but that's not it. Go to recording, and the one you're looking for says something like separate audio files for each participant. Okay? That's the one you want. Be sure that that box is checked and then start your recording. So now you've started the recording. Great. Technique number 2. Say you've got everything going on the screen. It's exactly the way you want. And now you're going to do a separate recording as a screen capture. That's a very complex setup. The first software that comes to my mind is OBS Studio. OBS Studio, you get it at obsproject.com. So go to obsproject.com for that software. That is a free open source software. You can have multiple inputs, especially with audio, and it takes a few extra minutes to set that up. And you want to be familiar with that before you start the recording out of courtesy of your guests, but just play around with it a little bit ahead of time. Their instructions are very easy to follow. Follow those instructions and you can set up several different audio inputs, and hopefully that will get you past that hump. So if this has been beneficial so far, please click like, ring that little bell, and be sure to subscribe, because if you're putting this together for your business, or if you know somebody who has a business that could benefit from a podcast or their own podcast or their own YouTube channel, that's what we do around here. So subscribe to the channel. That would really help us out to create more content, and distribute it. Tell your business owner friends about it, and we'll help them get up and running as well. Now, like I said at the very beginning, the trick is in the magic is in the processing. The beautiful thing is now you've got separate audio tracks. Thank you. Now you'll be able to go to town and be able to adjust and edit some of the things that you need to based on Everybody's different situation, everybody's different setup. The saying in audio goes, your voiceover is 10% microphone, 90% room treatment. And I guarantee you nobody, maybe you do because you're the host, but nobody else probably has a room specifically treated for audio recording. I highly doubt it, especially if this is the only podcast they ever record, or the podcast episode they ever record. So you're going to have all kinds of room elements to deal with, background noises. Somebody might have a neighbor cutting the lawn, and somebody might have a train go by. Somebody might have dogs barking outside, and somebody might be sitting outside and have birds chirping in the background. I mean, all of it and everything can run the gamut in your audio recording. So with the separate tracks, that's where you can EQ things out, or use compression the right way, or maybe use some kind of a background noise or reverb eliminator. There are all kinds of settings and a whole bunch of software that take care of all of these little problems and hopefully get you some clean, pristine audio that sound a heck of a lot better than, who knows, driving down the road with tire noise under it. It's just a nightmare. Seriously, your recording environments, the more people you add, the more recording environments you're going to have. It's going to be absolutely crazy. If you're just starting out with your audio recording, I would strongly suggest you get everybody on the same page. Different equipment, different microphones, different rooms are all going to turn around and try to bite you. Start small and build up. Trying to dive into the deep end when you don't even know how to swim is going to be a real nightmare in producing a clean audio podcast. That being said, I'll warn you with another cliche. Whether it's movies or audio, imagine this. If it's movies and the movie industry says a movie is 51% audio or a movie is 80% audio, I've heard both. And that's for a movie, something visual. Imagine how important your audio is on a podcast. What's 100% audio? People will bail on bad audio faster than they will bail on bad video every single time. So for a podcast and your videos, your audio needs to be really, really good. So hopefully those two techniques and plus the little bit of magic behind the scenes will get you what you're looking for in recording your video podcast. Now, like I promised, I do have something free for you that can help you through this entire processing process. Yeah, let's go with that. So, there's a link down below in the description. It is for free. It's a free guide for free audio editing software. The guide is free, and all the software that's listed on that guide are free. Try them all out. Try whichever one you like the best. Bounce around. Try several different things. We've got stuff for Mac, stuff for Windows, stuff for Linux. Anything that your operating system might be, there's an option out there for you, and several to try that, and they're all free. So click the link below. Free audio editing software, your personal guide. I'm Nic Natarella with AdWise Creative. Thank you for watching.